Hello, this is Lockdown Life with James CC. I'm James CC and this is my Lockdown Life episode 4. Yes, we are a series officially. There's 4 episodes in. The third one is missing. I regret to inform you because it was a live virtual event. So if you missed it, you missed history. Can't help you there. But this episode will be a lyric analysis of my new single, A Warning, featuring Rodel, which is out and available everywhere on all music platforms now. If you do want to get the single, all the proceeds are going to a charity called Opening Doors London, which works with isolated older members of the LGBT plus community. Yeah, let's jump in. This is essentially a bootleg genius lyric analysis video. Unfortunately, they did invite me to do one, but because of coronavirus, I just couldn't make the appointment, so I'm having to make my own. Is that believable? No, unfortunately, I am not as world famous as many of you probably think the Lockdown Life with James CC series has made me. So I have yet to receive a genius invite, but rest assured, these are genius level lyrics, don't worry. So let's start, let's do this. I just want to say a quick sorry if there's banging and smashing and whatever. There's been construction next door to where I live since day 1 of lockdown. You know it all, don't you? Never get lost in the perfume. The perfume is losing track of who you were and what your goal was. So it's when the luxury comes in, when the riches comes in and people lose their way. We all know quite a lot of famous people that this kind of applies to a lot of the time as well, where you feel like you connect with them, you feel like there's this cool, well-rounded person, and then they start to change, and maybe their music starts to change or their interviews start to change, whatever, and they kind of lose touch with reality a little bit. Like, one of my favourite songs growing up was Gone Going by the Black Eyed Peas, and it's literally all about that, but random tidbit, it's literally that song in one line. So the perfume is not actually obviously perfume, it is the luxurious lifestyle. No voice louder than the one you follow. Lead the blind with the fool, guess the meek will follow. This song is kind of laden with sarcasm, but no voice louder than the one you follow. It's this person's own voice. They believe their own propaganda now. They believe their own lies. And maybe not even lies, maybe lies is too strong of a word, but they believe what they're saying, and what they're saying is hot air, realistically. And then the next line, lead the blind with a fool, guess the meek will follow, is a play on the two sayings, the blind leading the blind and the meek shall inherit the earth. The idea was that this person is guiding people who don't know any better, or trying to guide people who don't know any better, and then getting to a point where when it starts to become clear that this person is no good, not really changing anything and not really doing anything or saying anything out of fear of this person or of what they could do. And I think it's when people kind of get themselves into situations a little bit too deep by pretending they're capable of it, and then it's too far gone, so they just it's like fake it till you make it, but in a very negative way. Everything see-through. I see your falsehoods and your fake truths. And full of promise, baby, but I know you're hollow. No, it's harsh, but it's real hard pill to swallow. And all of that is just kind of saying, I've woken up now. I've seen it. I've seen the trickery, the shadiness, the underhandedness, and I'm not gonna do nothing about it. I'm not gonna just let it slide and let it keep affecting me in a negative way. I'm gonna say something, do something, move out of this. I wanted to go for a very simple chorus because I wanted the verses to be very wordy and tell the story, which is kind of not so much what happens in pop music these days anymore. A lot of times verses are, no shade to anyone, but a lot of times verses are very simple because they're just kind of there to get you to the chorus. Whereas I wanted this song to definitely be the opposite. I wanted the verses to drive home the story and the chorus to be my voice. You say you want it all, but that's not right. You say you want it all, but that's my life. You're never gonna get it, get it. You say you want it all, but that's not right. You say you want it all, but that's my life. You're never gonna get it, get it. That is just saying what at the end of the first verse is saying, which is, I know who you are, what you're up to. The jig is up, and I'm not going to be one of these meek people that follow you around anymore. I'm not going to believe the propaganda anymore. It's kind of taunting, it's kind of sarcastic. And it was just kind of my way of being defiant in my own little way, without actually having to yell in someone's face. Now take a minute, hold back what you're thinking. Hard truths move fast while you're blinking, baby. So the second verse is, yeah, just kind of one big taunt. And that is very patronizing, condescending. It's like, hold on, take a second. Just take a minute, hold on. My idea was that if this person heard this song and they knew it was about them, how taken aback you would be that you've essentially got a diss track about you. I consider this my first diss track. And I think it's that just like, well, no, before you retaliate, before you say something, there's even more to say. So good luck, tough loving yourself. Meanwhile, I'll be loving myself. Yeah, it's this idea of like, I get that that's your approach to life and treating people in a certain way, but that's not my approach. Mine is love and care and honesty. So that's what that line means. Cause I've been knowing for a long time coming now. You gotta hit a comma coming for you now. We all throw around the word karma a lot, and I don't usually like putting it in songs because I do think it's a bit overused and cheesy. But I just really liked the way that line sounded, that you gotta hit a comma coming for you now. Yeah, I think people always talk about like karma, then like karma will get you, da, 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 da. And I almost made it more of like this physical entity that's like coming for someone, like actually hunting you, and like you're gonna get a hit of karma, rather than like, oh, karma will work it out. Like, it's not a passive way of looking at karma and describing it. It's more active and aggressive. And I think that was kind of where I was feeling at that time. So good luck finding somebody else to put you back on top when you're on top of the shelf. You keep coming to me, you keep relying on me, but you won't actually put me first when it comes down to it. So it's like, peace out, I'm done, good luck. Try and find somebody else who will put up with all of that. And then it's the line, to put you back on top when you're on top of the shelf, is that when you shelve something, you know, you're done with it. Also, I just thought it was quite a cool visual. I keep thinking about Toy Story for some reason when I think of those lines, when they're like pretending to be toys on the shelf, and and Andy puts his toy back up he puts Woody on the shelf because he's done with him. He's got a better toy. It's that kind of visual. You think you're on top of this hierarchy, but the hierarchy is a toy shelf. Like, that's what your level is. That's what that line means. Now I don't claim to understand your reasons why. Maybe there's something broken in your mind. Get it, get it, get it, get it. Ooh, oh, oh, oh. Yeah. When we first wrote this song, me and Dennis, we actually wrote the chorus as two halves. So the chorus repeats. There was then a second part, but I didn't think it worked in the rest of the song. So I rejigged it and changed the placement of it and just had the choruses repeat, and then used that second half of the chorus as this sort of outro. And then it's just this, you know, I don't care anymore. I don't even care to try and figure it out and try and figure you out and spend time on you. I just am moving on from you and this situation. And you're the one who has to live with that, with you and with your toxicity. And that was my lyric breakdown of A Warning featuring Rodel. If you do want to support the charity directly yourself, Opening Doors London, I will link their site below. You can go and donate, or you can keep buying and streaming the song, and that will allow me to donate more money to them in the end. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give me a subscribe and a like if you like this, so that I know you liked it. This has been Lockdown Life with James CC. I am James CC and this is my lockdown life. I hope you are all staying wonderful and sexy and cool, just like me. Bye.